aspects that since I've worked with you that has seems to have really taken off and that you're really working hard on developing is your writing and editing support. Uh,
Yes.
Writing content for your own work,
Yes.
your own, uh, philosophies and missions and goals, but also for others.
Mm-hmm. I
So,
am.
yeah.
I've been doing a lot of writing lately, mostly in the mental health space, but also, oh my goodness, in the finance world, the legal world, the medical world, um, rare diseases, summer camps. It's been quite a bevy of work for other people, for other small businesses.
Must feel really good to support small businesses.
It's great. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And it's a very different space than just my relationship coaching space.
Hmm.
And and so it helps me feel young and fresh and learning new things and meeting people and interviewing them, understanding where they come from and who they are and what they want to say to their readers or their audience. It's fun to be part of that. It's very theatrical from our acting background. It's very co-creative, and I really enjoy doing it.
Yeah, and also you would be in my seat basically. You're interviewing someone to see what they want to say, and just
That's right.
helping them to hone their message,
That's
and
right.
probably asking clarifying questions, and then going off and doing research in the subject, making sure you understand what it is they're involved in. So
Yes.
it's quite
Yes.
about a bit of research as well. Yes.
There's a lot of research. There's a lot of the editing work is back and forth depending on what I'm working on.
Mhm.
And a lot of times if I'm writing from scratch, I do a lot of interviewing to get the voice, the rhythm, the syntax of how a person speaks. And then I write in their voice. That's the entire point of it.
Okay.
And and the technical details or the let's say when I write for an attorney's office, I'm not an attorney. So I sure hope they're checking on the legalese that I'm presenting. They are the final, it is
Right.
their work. So they're the final set of eyes on it. And I'm never attached. Like if they need it edited, it gets edited.
Right.
So, but it's fascinating. And there is a lot of research and I learn a lot.
Hmm.
It's, it's incredible. The world is so vast, Anne. It is so vast.
So many worlds within worlds within worlds within worlds. I especially feel that when I watch any of David Attenborough's nature shows. I'm like, got to be kidding
You've
me.
got to be kidding me.
That is
Right.
too mind blowing. So, yeah, it is interesting to open up to many many subjects, and then and it keeps you stimulated. It's really
It
helpful.
keeps me stimulated and um, it broadens my own world. And I work with people all over. Internationally, I work with people. So that's what's great as well.
Yeah, you're touching, you're connecting to the world
I
beyond
am.
your
Yeah.
small community. What about what happens for you with someone's voice that's hard to find?
Sure. Oh, that happens sometimes. And that co creation can be a little sticky, right? Like I'm not getting it. I think what also happens is so when you've got a research scientist, a doctor, an attorney, a therapist who've only written for grants or
Right.
for publication or for their dissertation or for their exams. They don't know how to speak to people.
Yeah. It's
And
more
so typically
academic.
I'm writing to the person, to people. So they don't realize how they sound. And so they feel like they sound different. And we, the lay people out here who are going to think to hire them or go to them, we have to be able to grasp what it is they're trying to say. And I'm working with these really smart, very heady professionals. And so that shift for them can feel a little sticky because they're too heady using words and phrases and technology that's just too complicated for the average person to understand.
Especially these days because also our attention spans are shorter. Because
Yes, yes, our attention spans are shorter, and everyone thinks that they can write with AI.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes, I mean, AI is great. The tools are phenomenal if
Hmm.
you use them as part of your work. But
Hmm.
these days, I go on Instagram or other social media. I can't get through the first two sentences because I know it's written by AI.
It has this generic quality.
It has a generic quality. It has generic. I think that's the perfect word. There are AI tells and everything,
Yeah,
and it is incredibly helpful, but you still have to, you're still a human being, and the humans are still reading it. So I think we're in this sort of wobble around AI right now.
I agree. It's not clear how it's going to work as a tool, how it can be helpful to me yet. I've done some dialoguing with it, and that's what my conclusion is that it's it has a generic quality to it because how can it be specific to a person and a person's details? Um,
Well, you can work with them so that it becomes specific, but um and there's a lot of people who are promoting like this is how you communicate with the bots and things like that.
they're
And there's a
putting
whole
it
world
around.
of that, which is
Yeah,
great. You know, I'm no I'm in total support. But as the reader, so I'm producing in my editing and writing with other people. So I'm the medium, I'm in the middle. So when I become the reader, if I'm not feeling it, if I'm not connecting with the material, whether it's written by a heady professional research scientist or an AI bot, I'm not going to read it.
right.
So you still have to be able to connect. You still have to feel it. Otherwise, why are you're not going to spend time. Time is too precious. I'm not going to spend time reading it.
I like things in story format. I want to have
Mhm.
some sort of a way in.
Mhm.
So if you tell me a story about a sample case, let's say since you're doing a lot of health and medical stuff, and there's a compelling story about a particular case, of course, being
Of
respectful.
course, respectful,
But
discreet. Yeah.
just I'm going to be far more drawn in by
Mhm.
something that's a human interest piece.
Mhm.
Because I don't need to learn a bunch of jargon. So I think,
No, and again, human interest pieces take more time, so they might be in a longer format,
mhm.
and there are nuanced ways of writing, whether you're writing for social media or a website or a book or a publication or a grant. Like they're all, as you know, they're all different ways of writing. So it really does depend on what is the intention. What is this being written for? That's that distinction. You can't do story form all the time for everything, right?
Understood.
It
So you,
has to, or it
you
has
have
to
to
be
be a
presented.
generalist in a way as a writer. You've got to be able to go from a few sentences on Instagram to perhaps a human interest story to something that's going to wake up a group of lawyers at a seminar.
Perhaps, right, it depends. And I think that the our my acting background has
Hmm.
helped really color understanding that, I made my living communicating what the writer, the producer, the director wanted, the playwright wanted, communicated via me to an audience. And
Yeah,
I'm doing the same thing now, just with words.
yeah, you're a conduit.
Just a conduit. That's right.
Well,